Hello there and welcome back to Milk It Reviews. I don't know if you saw the review that I done a week or two ago on the Double Duty 1.5 tactical pen that 511 have produced. Right, but as I said in that review, I was so impressed with it, right, with various aspects of it, that I was going to get the Double Duty 1.0, which is what we have here. I have to carry black and red pens with me. It's nice to have them in different pen bodies, so I can easily pick them up without having to scribble to see which one I've got, which is what I used to do until these came along. Now, I said that I'd run a review on the 1.0 because I saw from the pictures that they were in fact different pens. Right now, essentially, the length, the diameters and so forth are the same. Right, this pen is 5.5 inches in length, and that is absolute length from the rather effective point on this end. And believe me, right, I have tried it out on my own good self, right, and it is very sharp and incredibly uncomfortable. Not something somebody will want to meet in a dark alley, I can assure you of that. Right, everything about it, right, as with the other pen, right, it just makes it such a fantastic writing instrument. Right, I've got several tactical pens, right, by different manufacturers, and I've got to say that this, right, is without any shadow of a doubt the most comfortable to write with. Right, all the bits that would normally cause you discomfort when writing have quite easily been moved away from where you would grip the pen. Right, as you can see from here, right, the thread is above where your fingers grip it. Right, now you might have noticed I'm left-handed. Right, my mother was, and she said all the best people were. I don't know whether she was right or not. Right, but when it comes down to it, right, the actual shape and the design of the pen, where this, right, this waist has been produced, gives a nice gripping area. Right, then you have an equal waist further up the pen, which fits nicely against the hand. Right, and even when you've got them popped the pen on the top, the pen cap on the top, it's still comfortable. Everything about it's great. Now, some of the other tactical pens, I won't bring any makes or picture or show you them here, they are not as comfortable. There's one in particular where this thread has been placed just where you want to grip it, and that gets uncomfortable after a while. I do a lot of writing every day, and believe you me, right, these really do assist in being able to keep things as comfortable as possible. You've got a spring steel pocket clip. It is very, very sturdy. Right, right, you can hear just by me flicking it, right, just how strong that is. The top of this is just a plain metal top. It's got a little indentation there, right, coupled with the palm swell in the cap, right, makes for quite a good grip, right, on this should you need to grip it in such a manner. Things to remember with these: standard right hand thread for taking the cap on and off, place the cap on the other end, screw it down. But in the middle here, you've got a left hand thread. Right, so you just need to be a little bit aware of this, so that when you go to tighten it up to do the cap up, right, you don't start undoing the bottom. But there's a reason for it, right, and it's great, it works, right, so it works very well. Now, if you're anything like me, you're going to be looking at 511's website, and where it says on there, accepts standard ink cartridges. You're going to be thinking to yourself, what does that mean? Right, let's be fair, there are so many different ink cartridges out there on the market. Whatever on earth, right, except standard ink cartridges means, I don't know. Let me just enlighten you a little, if I may. This is the cartridge that comes with the pen. It works fantastically well, but it is more commonly known as a Parker style. Parker pens develop this type of refill. Lots of companies make them. They're readily available, so you've got no worries at all about being able to buy replacement cartridges for this pen at all. You can get those in various colours, but the one thing I know through friends, colleagues and general mooching around online is that a lot of people use and love the Fisher Space Pen cartridge. Right, now the good thing about the Fisher Space Pen cartridge is when you actually buy them, you get this little adapter which pops on the end, and it turns the standard Space Pen cartridge into a Parker style cartridge. Consequently, we can now use our Fisher Space Pen cartridges inside our 511, 1.0 and 1.5 tactical pens. Right, giving you the advantage of being able to write on all sorts of different surfaces, upside down, inside out, back to front, oily, wet, you name it, it'll virtually write on it. Now that is the most important thing to me, right? 511, if you watch this, please change that bit on your website away from accept standard ink cartridge. Just put in there, it will accept Parker style refills. Right, you'll watch your sales go through the roof because people won't be wondering anymore, right? And all of a sudden they will realise there is a vast array of cartridges available on the market to fit these fantastic pens that you and Mike Vellekamp, the designer, you've put your heads together, you've turned out one of the best tactical pens I've ever laid my hands on. Right, tell people what they can put in them and watch your sales go through the roof. Sorry, it's just me having a little bit of a dig, right, but that little bit of information can make all the difference. Not a lot more I can say about this. Thanks for watching Meal Kit Reviews. If it's your first time to the channel, please subscribe. You will then get email updates on when new videos are released, and there are quite a few coming up in the future, right, and some you really won't want to miss on some nice new kit, right. Probably one of my divorce in the near future, right, for having so much kit, right. But at the end of the day, right, please subscribe. Any questions, please fire away, right. I'm here to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.